What's up everyone, Majantosh here, bringing you a quick video on how to easily beat the Golgoroth boss in the new King's Fall raid. First things first, what you want to do is be familiar with the room. As soon as you walk in, there will be one single orb up top and 6 clamps that spawn additional orbs around it. The first orb is only to summon the boss, the other 6 will give you a damage buff, so remember where they are during the fight, very important. There's the first one, the other 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are right there around it. We number them just like that in clockwise order, that way it's easy for everyone to remember. So to start the raid, everyone should shoot at this orb. Once it breaks, it will drop some stuff into the pool below, which will summon the boss and will also spawn a bunch of adds behind it. What you and your fire team want to do is split into 2 groups of 3. 3 of you go right and 3 of you go left. One thing to remember, as you and your fire team are splitting up, make sure everyone hides behind something. Golgoroth is an ogre, and just like every other ogre in the game, if you are in his line of sight, he will try his best to eye-beam you to death, just like that. So you should all stay hidden and shoot all of the acolytes and thralls that come from the back. Just in case you forgot the order of the orbs, we do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a clockwise motion. So for this part of the fight, you and your fire team should only be focused on the adds in the back and not the actual boss himself. After you kill all of the adds, make sure you check your ammo. You got to make sure you have enough ammo during the damage phase so you don't run out. A lot of the adds in the back will drop ammo and you can do an ammo run, or you can pop synths, whatever works for your team. After that, you want to split your fire team into 3 different parts. You need 3 people who are going to be doing in the damage group. You need 2 people who are going to be shifting the gaze and 1 person on support. The 2 people who will be shifting the gaze need to be opposite each other. That's me and Little Mac. I'm at 4, he's at 1. Little Mac is going to take his attention and we will break 4. Once 4 is broken, you will see me. I will take his actual attention by shooting the back of his neck. It will say Golgoroth focus is his rage, and you'll see a countdown on the left. As this person, you should always be counting down the time verbally out loud so everyone knows, and shoot the balls. As soon as the time gets low, the person on the other side who is on gaze duty should shoot him in the back of the neck and switch his gaze before the time runs out. If the time actually runs out, you will lose out on a lot of time during the damage phase. Don't let that happen. On gaze duty, you should always try and break the next orb for your team. Little Mac broke the first orb after we were done with orb 4. I am now breaking orb 5, so when Little Mac tells me time is up, I will take his gaze. The damage team will run over to Pool of Light on 5, which will give them a damage buff. That way they save time and they can unload into him with everything they got. Make sure you pop tethers on the boss like so to get that extra critical damage to burn him even faster. The support person's job is to damage the boss whenever there's nothing else around, but remember there are a bunch of cursed thralls that spawn down where the damage team is, so you should be shooting them if they're not close to your fire team or keeping them away using area denial grenades. So now I will break number 6 and take his attention. The team will all move to 6 to the Pool of Light for the buff, and Little Mac will start breaking 3 on the other side to end the damage phase. Remember, the balls are very important. They will kill you if 3 hit you in quick succession, and if they are obstructed or hit anything, they will bounce around wildly. So try and have a clear line of sight to the balls and the boss. I should have died right there. I don't know how I stayed alive, but I'm glad I did for the sake of this video. So as you see here, once you switch his gaze 6 times, his back will not open anymore and you cannot switch his gaze again. Knowing this, I go down to put a little bit of extra damage in and throw a terrible grenade. Our guy on gaze duty will give us the final countdown so we know when to get out and get to safety. Using this method, that was 1 damage run. We got his life down to about 1/4 left. If you realized earlier, there were no adds up top to bother me and Little Mac as the gaze shifters, allowing us to constantly be able to switch his gaze and not have to worry about anything. Since the timing of that is so important, make sure you kill all of the adds beforehand, as they will not respawn until after you complete the damage phase. So after all of that, you and your fire team should split up and go back to the spots you were at before you started the damage phase and get ready for more adds. If you get his life down below a certain point like we did, thralls and acolytes won't spawn at the back anymore. Instead, Taken will spawn down at the bottom, and they will keep spawning. So in light of that, we go ahead and start the new damage phase to end it, since he will die this round. We start attacking 4. Little Mac is over at 1 to get his attention, and we will end it here. One thing about the Taken, the person who is on support duty is going to have to put in a little extra work because the Taken are a little more aggressive. You can see the Taken over there on the left, and you'll see our support guy Ethan. I'll pop his Stormcaller super to take care of them. One thing to note, there is a totem right behind where Golgoroth spawns with 6 glyphs on it. When one member of your fire team dies, one glyph will light up. If all 6 are lit, it's an instant wipe for you and your team, and you have to do it over, so try not to die. This is a very easy method that gives you full control of the battle with minimal adds, allowing you to burn down the boss's health very quickly. It does require good communication and teamwork, so make sure you and your fire team have mics and you guys should be good to go. Me and the guys do raid help for viewers over at my stream all the time, which I will link in the description, or you can use this strategy with your own fire team. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go kill Golgoroth. Get that loot. I'm out.